Hello and welcome. This is the 2025 Energy Activation Transmission. (2025) is the year of the snake. So I was wrong when I said that it was on the 20th. I can't remember when specifically I said that, but it's on the 29th, Lunar New Year. And we are ready to start shedding skin. The purpose of our number 8 year was karmic in nature. 2025 is about nearing the end of cycles for full liberation. And when we do that, we're realizing that there are always cycles upon cycles, cycles within cycles. There's a strong emphasis on cycles in the year of 2025. And the ability to see endings and moving through what appears to be finite space or the end of a long hallway or a dead end where there's no more room to grow or evolve as just another kind of portal and rebirth will serve people very greatly this year. This is when we realize that we are infinite, that we are eternal, that we are always just moving from one state to another. And this is the year that we start to realize that we are collectively creating a new world through many deaths and rebirths, cycles upon cycles that we are co-creating together. Everybody has the ability at this point to have multi-dimensional experiences. And I personally had the craziest night of my life, which is saying a lot, on January 17th. And I also had a quantum hypnotherapy healing session on January 12th. And I'm going to be talking about both of these things in a video that I filmed right after I do this one. The difference between thinking about multidimensional experiences and getting yourself into a position where you're experiencing them is your belief and your vibration. It's not enough to learn about them in order to facilitate them. It's a constant integration of trust and faith with the universe and understanding that you are witnessing everything you need to witness in order to unlock more of what it is you're meant to access and see at every moment in time. You're always at the right place at the right time. And the reason why so many people right now feel so oppressed and helpless and hopeless and fearful is because we're continuing to base our choices off of what we're being presented with, which is accelerating, and we're also experiencing more shifting between realities or timelines because we are increasing in frequency in this reality, allowing us to experience more than we used to in shorter amounts of time, and the very experience of time warping and changing on a more regular basis in the collective hologram so that we can wake up to the autonomy that we have over our experience and start to set the pace of our own lives from the inside out. It's really important to remember this year that when you see things starting to pick up in pace, you remember that slowness is the key to success and that your deliberate intent each and every day to pay attention to the things that are in front of you and dial back into your own vibration while holding tremendous space for what's taking place on earth, that's your success. Spiritual bypassing is when you're not acknowledging what's happening that is dark. And spiritual expansion is when you're holding all of the potential for darkness in a space of acceptance and continuing to transcend it. I'm being asked to go into a space of trans channeling, which is something that I've never done before on video. And we're going to do it to facilitate what needs to happen here today through me as a channel, the channel as a vehicle, and a newly assembled set of gifts that I'm meant to share with the world We're going to take them for a test drive in the form of this activation. I was highly guided to do this today, to do this in red, to sit here and be present with whoever comes to watch this video, connecting through the space-time continuum to offer some of you some of my energy, but also know that you can use this recording in whatever way that you want. You can listen to it and write down statements from it and repeat them to yourself for the days or the weeks to come, or you can listen to it while you're falling asleep. You can put it on and fall asleep to it. The information in the statements that come through will continue to integrate as you listen. And for some people, it might be sufficient to just listen to it and have that be it. We are entering a space of pure relaxation. Draw your attention to your breath, but don't try to change it. Just notice how you're breathing. However you're breathing is perfectly fine. In and out. The purpose of today's activation is to sink into the alchemical understanding that without initiating yourself in the year of the snake, you will not receive your manifestations. Taking your initiation upon yourself is to surrender to the state of constant transformation. During this meditation, we will acknowledge this and make space to shed the first layer of what you need to release in order to step through the portal of the Lunar New Year. You may choose to listen to these words, write them down, or repeat them after me. I accept my present moment as a gateway to all following experiences. I understand that as I accept myself in the present moment, I create quantum possibility. I understand and acknowledge that my ability to adjust my vibration by way of emotion in the present moment is what assists me in navigating my quantum timelines. With my I am presence, I identify that the present moment is the only real experience. I use my free will to collapse the projections of fear that distort my reality away from my highest possible timeline. I allow for the light of illumined truth and the resonance of my highest and most liberated self to shine light into pockets of shadow in my subconscious that need integrating. As I allow for myself to evolve through realizations that become gateways to higher embodiments of self. I allow for myself to shed belief systems, ideas, patterns, micro patterns, behaviors, and thought forms that do not function for my new embodiments. I witness ever-present change in my reality as a positive, healing agent and not something to be afraid of. I release any and all subconscious fear that is preventing me from experiencing more of my multidimensionality. I allow for multidimensional information from my consciousness as simultaneous existences to come into my conscious mind, helping me merge through my own higher self and oversoul into a fully activated being, co-creating the reality that I desire to live in upon earth. I recognize that others are on their journey just as I am on mine. I greet them with the same compassion and grace that I greet myself. I allow for my victories and successes to be victories and successes of all of humanity. My life is showing me increasing evidence of positive changes now. I am coming to know that miracles are a regular, everyday occurrence, and I am excited to see what unfolds in my life each and every day. I witness the universe around me as an intelligent being, moving elements outside of my control and guiding me through each of my days to help me align with more of what it is I wish to receive. I allow for my interactions to be mirrors of my own unintegrated subconscious. I know that my willingness to become new versions of myself is the process of expansion. And I release all judgment of myself during this becoming, surrendering to the process and finding the joy in my own expansion. I recognize the function of challenging events, and I utilize divine guidance to alchemize obstacles whenever they arise. I am honest with myself about the habits and behaviors that do not serve me. I am allowing myself to attune deeper to the trine of my mind, body, and soul, using their feedback loop as a compass to guide my every thought, word, and action. As I allow myself to exist in the present moment without fear or anxiety of any future circumstance, I see increasing evidence of exactly everything I need and want available to me always. My pipeline of abundance increases exponentially as I allow my energy to be in a state of satisfied contentment in the present. I know that my grateful heart is always magnifying more abundance towards me as I commit to being peaceful with exactly what I have in the present moment. I am allowing myself to open my mind and expectations to what I believe is possible in my life and on earth. I am willing to see all that I am capable of as I move through each and every day and see my expanding abilities. I am awakening to the purpose of knowing and sharing my true self as I was designed. As I recognize the truth of my divine blueprint within, I challenge the ideas that keep me from expressing it in full, allowing for the self-expression to crumble any old paradigms that are not compatible with how I am intuitively led to embody myself. I allow now for a golden white light with rainbow iridescence to descend onto my crown chakra, slowly, like honey, moving over the head, across the forehead, into the eye sockets, through the skull, encircling the brain, down the back of the neck, the esophagus, spreading across the shoulders, moving into the chest cavity and down the spine. This light flows through the arms into every single fingertip, down the back into the pelvis and hips, warming the center of the body and the sexual organs. Moving through the thighs, the knees, and all of the ligaments, tendons, muscles, spreading through the front of the shin bone, the calves and the Achilles tendon, through every cell and every molecule of your body. As you are experiencing being engulfed by this white golden light with rainbow iridescence, you feel your breath as if your whole body is a lung. Every breath in is pulled in through your mouth or your nose as you want to breathe, but also through all of your cells. Your body is receptive to this healing light, and you use your breath to connect the healing frequency to your physical vessel, allowing it to permeate and transform your physical structure at the deepest level. Every breath out releases matter and waste from your cells on a quantum level. density that you no longer need is burned away by the light. And with every breath you take, you cycle more energy through your body, allowing yourself to bathe in the healing frequency of regeneration, protection, perfected patterns of health, stillness, peace. I am creating my body each and every day. I am aware of how my thoughts, like a quantum monologue, contribute to everything I feel and experience. I am witnessing my mind and identifying the root of where my negativity springs forth from, so that I may neutralize the core of the issues that cause me to project anything other than the truth of the love that is my true being. I recognize and know this process, and I am patient with my own becoming. I allow for my existence to be perfected in the truth that it is always unfolding. I allow myself to embrace change as the only constant. I surrender my decision-making to the voice of my higher self and integrated oversoul. I am allowing myself to be a collaborative being, walking in tandem with the intelligence of the divine as I am moved and guided by my inner knowing. I seal this inner knowing within not just my mind and my intuitive connection, but all portals and gateways within and around my body, using the fully activated potential of my vessel as an instrument to translate frequency, seeing beyond all illusions and identifying with the truth at a vibrational level always. With this attunement, I know that I can trust my decision making. I release second guessing. I give myself the gift of clear and piercing sight with my third eye and with my physical eyes. I give myself the gift of clear speech and being able to articulate my truth in every moment. I give myself the gift of sound boundaries. I love and respect myself. I take time to restore my energy. I take time to learn the perfect balance of my energetic needs. I recognize when I am giving of myself. I allow myself to absorb nourishment from new practices that I develop to support my own becoming. As I evolve, I know that I do not need to understand what comes each step of the way. I am always made aware of what I need to know, when I need to know it. I release any and all fear that I could be unaware of something that could harm me in any way. My experiences are my greatest teacher, and I surrender to new information as it is made available, knowing that I am always right on track. I allow myself to trust that everything I am made to release will be replaced with something 10 times better or more. I allow myself to believe that my experience can be more joyous than I thought was possible. I am receptive to new energy in my life, and I do not fear the ways this might manifest. I choose to use and leverage the creative potential of my mind for love and expansion, and not fear or delusion. I call back any energy that I have set out into the universe in the name of creating fear. And I realign my personal energies for the cause of being a human vessel that Creator Source energy will move through to expand itself and its ability to know itself. I am grateful for this opportunity to be a part of humanity's expansion during this time. The more intimately I become aware of my inner world and the truths that reside within me, the more meaning I feel my life has. I allow for myself to witness the dialogue that exists within the realm of my consciousness, between myself and the universe, even if no one is aware or watching. I choose to observe magical things unfolding in my life by conceiving of them in the clear stillness of my mind and fueling them with the energy of my heart, allowing myself to assign emotions to the visions that I am willing into being for my life. As I give myself permission to dream my new world into being, I am receptive to the co-collaborative elements the universe has to offer in the way of unexpected visions and ideas, modifying my own plans each and every day. I am willing to be realigned, and I trust the universe to do so. I am safe to have unexplainable experiences and learn more about my multidimensional nature. I am choosing to commit to a way of being that offers me more than I have experienced in the past. As I raise the standard for how it is I am living, my experiences change drastically. I am moving into divine flow with the unseen. I surrender the purpose of my life to my highest enjoyment, wherever that leads me. I am allowing for the emotional scale of my emotional experience to show me new heights that I have never experienced before. As I commit more deeply to stabilizing the stillness within my heart and mind, to which I can connect each and every day, I am allowing myself to recognize the creator potential within me. As I recognize the places within my consciousness and belief patterns that are not born of love, and identify and release them, I am becoming more buoyant with my spiritual sovereignty, literally releasing density at a quantum level and liberating myself into the higher dimensional states where transformation and transfiguration is possible. I recognize that my willingness to change and evolve, releasing what I observe to no longer be of benefit to my being, is the gateway to new experiences and abilities. There is no ceiling to what I can accomplish and manifest into my reality as I continue to explore what it is that I am capable of and what it is I desire. recognize that doubt, anxiety, worry and fear, pressure are all the universe's way of asking me to trust a little deeper and release. I am open to softening the grasp of my analytical mind. I rewire the experience that I have each and every day by only giving my attention fully and most completely to the present moment. I am in the perfected peace of my own making. I allow for myself to visualize and make known to my conscious mind what it is I am really meant to do here in this lifetime, what it is that I truly wish to have, be, and do. And I accept the guided action that arises from my intuition and the signs that the universe presents me with as a roadmap to move into this highest reality and way of being in the year of 2025. With my divinely illuminated I am presence, I recognize the power of my choice and the pull of my own desires to lead me where I am meant to go. I know that great change does not have to be jarring and that I can soften into each and every passing day. I allow myself to now envision a glowing archway. This archway is the threshold of my current existence and the future that begins in this moment that I am now creating with my newly activated consciousness. As I move through this archway, I am sealing the golden light of peace into all of my cells and allowing for the affirmations of activation to be accessible as a quantum seed, blooming within me every time I bring myself back to the present moment. I am equipped to handle any changes that come my way. I allow myself to alchemize any situation into growth for my highest learning and becoming. Having moved through the archway, now you feel the experience in your chest cavity where your heart resides, being warm and open. It is safe to go forward to all life experiences with an open heart. The power of your open heart will magnetize more experiences that show you it is safe to lead with love. As you trust this new unguarded way of being, your reality will shift to align you with more experiences that verify you are meant to open yourself and embody yourself in this way. I allow myself to fully transform. I allow myself to fully transform. I allow myself to fully transform. I am aligned with the highest timeline for myself in this lifetime and the highest timeline of Earth. I allow myself to be counseled by, guided by, and worked on by the beings serving the agenda of the highest love and light straight from Source Creator as Earth moves through this highly transformational period. I know that as I embody the highest possible vibrations of the emotional scale available to me in the form of love, peace, bliss, and gratitude, I am helping to stabilize the trauma, the ongoing purging, and the chaos that is unfolding on the earth now. I allow myself to acknowledge the invitation to sink deeper into the power of the choice of my free will to locate myself amidst the extremes. With every breath I take, I breathe peace and love into the interconnected whole. I allow for all of my experiences and thoughts to be transmitted to the eternal Creator to inform our collective becoming. I accept my role as a piece of our cosmic hologram fractal. I open myself to the most enjoyable experience that I can possibly have and embody as a point of our shared humanity. By the power of three, a perfect Trinity, it is done. It is done. It is done. And so it is.